Hello and thank you for calling the Auto Glass Helpline. Today we are working on a 2024 Porsche Macan and we are going to take apart our little space shuttle contraption up here and our electronics shroud up here as well. First things first, we are going to find yourself some sort of pry tool and slide it behind this guy and give that a pry like so, and that will release this guy here. Give that a little tug and that will let go. And you got this little display right here, so you want to be careful you don't yank on that plug. Going to see if we can reach back here and unplug that, like so. Come on. Oh, wrong pocket. All right. Push that down and unplug that guy and set that aside. And going to go behind our this guy here. I don't know what to call it. There's a split that runs down the center similar to a BMW. You're going to go in that and pull that apart as well. You can see it's got those little guys there. I'm going to pop those loose and set those aside, and then get our mirror off of here like so, and we're going to let that just kind of dangle here for a minute while we take this guy off. This guy, you're going to take your ever-present screwdriver and kind of wiggle it behind here, give that a little bit of a pry. You can see these little indentations here. That is typically where it grabs. So if you give this a wiggle back and forth as you're pulling down, get to the front, and then that you're going to pull straight down, because you can see you've got these two little grabbies here that slide up inside there. Set him aside. And then you're going to want a hook tool of some sort, because these are a pain in the butt. If these have been done before, these pieces can be bent, the pieces that you're trying to get to in here. And there is one right here. This is what you're looking for right here, this guy. But there actually are ones right here on the side. So there's gonna be one right here, and then in the same place on the other side over here, and one right there. If I remember correctly, there's actually one closer to the front as well. The problem with this is this is supposed to slide down just like these did. That's supposed to slip past the headliner. The unfortunate reality is that it doesn't always do that. So what you have to do is reach up inside here. And that one's missing, it looks like. So let's look over here. This one, there's not one right there either. Okay, that's interesting, because usually there are. Maybe they changed it for 2024. Looks like there actually is still one in the back. I can see it just inside here. So we're going to go to the back of here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in between the headliner and this and push this down so this edge right here does not catch on my headliner. Because what'll happen is you'll just yank on that and it'll bend it down, and then it makes it pretty much worthless. There's a hinge point right here that you'll see once we get this down. These things are hard to see. trying to do this and not damage the headliner as well. Oh, and that one's already bent, so we'll show you exactly what I mean here. You can see that one right there. It got hung up inside that plastic channel right there. And right there, see how it's all bent out now? So what we'll need to do is we'll need to remove this from there, get it bent back into shape like it's supposed to be, like this, before we put this back in. If you don't, these will not sit right, and they will have a small gap, and what'll happen is you'll get a little bit of a rattle and it won't seat properly. So this is the hinge point I was telling you about right here. These guys right here hang on that hook and that hook right there when you pull this down. So you can leave it hanging like that, or you can unplug these and pull it out of the way so it is not in your way while you're working, which is what I typically prefer to do. I would rather not have electronics hanging while I am trying to take stuff apart. Plug that guy. I'm going to remove that little keeper right there, and then we can just lift this out of the way like so. And then this guy, sometimes you can bend these back with a pair of needle nose right here in place. Sometimes you have to pull them out. If you need to pull it out, you can see that little tab right there. You just push that down underneath your plastic, and then you can push this up and out of the way here. And sometimes they'll slide past that, sometimes they won't. So anyways, we'll fix that guy later and set him aside as well. And then as far as the rest of this, you're taking it apart as per normal. These are the same setup as the older Porsche Cayenne. So they kept this setup for the Macan and changed it on the Cayenne. Some of these guys are in here tight and need a little bit of persuasion. So to give that a push and that guy a push. Like so. We'll slide him out of here. And then I'm going to look for our camera plug, which is this blue one right here. Unplug that. And then once we get this rain sensor out of the way, the rest of this, your mirror here, will be able to drop down all the way out of the way. Give this guy a little even pressure. And pull him loose. Unplug that. Then you can, we gotta remove our actual camera shroud here because that goes on the new piece of glass. So we're gonna pop that out of the way. Then we can remove our wires. There we go. Make sure you don't drop your mirror on anything. You don't want to break that. It'd be expensive. And we got our little blue wire here. I'm going to pull this out, and that gives us our little wedgie you can pop that out with. You can leave that plugged in and then just remove this whole piece and let it hang here. There's a tab right there. Push that out of the way. This slides out like so. And then there's this tab here. You can see has a little cleat on it. There's one on the other side here. It's kind of out of view. I'm gonna lift those out of the way and pull this guy loose out of the way. Just like that. You are all loose and ready to cut out. And we will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.